I guess the speech was a little bit tone deaf. I thought he was going to talk about COVID, how to address COVID, how to accelerate the vaccine rollout when he said in the beginning of the speech, when he lauded the healthcare workers, but he did not do it. No, he enumerated his accomplishments. I think because COVID is in the minds of everyone, he should have started it and he should have, said something about where we are now in the fight against COVID, in the vaccination, if there's even a campaign because some people still do not want to be vaccinated, and how we are going to move forward, no? Because you cannot even begin to think of job creation unless you know how we can, address the pandemic and what kind of jobs are we going to have post-pandemic. And then he also said something about the police and the military.
Yeah.
That's one of the highlights of his administration. He really, quote unquote, protected and gave a lot to the police in terms of salary increases.
Yeah.
But to my mind, you cannot solve everything by just providing higher salaries to the military and the police. Of course, we know why he's doing that, but then there has to be specifically, for instance, the police. There are structural reforms that are needed. Technology is needed so that we can, modernize the way police work is conducted here in the country. So these are things that I thought should have, made his speech more substantive. Plus, because it is a legacy speech, he should have started from the Philippine Development Plan. We know that the president is not technocratic, but I'm sure speechwriters can have a way because you need to take stock. What were your targets in the beginning of your term, and how did you, what has been achieved among these targets? To what extent has COVID derailed the achievement of some of these targets? So these are things that I found missing in the speech of the president.
Professor Jean, I'm glad you mentioned the prominent and the very early mention, and actually a significant substance, on talking about the police and the military. At least 3 or 4 different aspects to it. He talked about improving pay and benefits. He talked about modernization. And then at the very end, he also talked about wanting to put in place some protection for the police and military for the conduct of their operations, particularly if they get questioned for human rights and so on. But beyond the details of it, let me ask all of you, what's the significance of that? Starting off the SONA with a very clear message to the military and to the police.
I think he up to the very end, he wants to protect them. He wants them to be grateful to him because that's one of the playbooks of authoritarians, actually, if I may say so.